So my name is Peter Skud. I'm from the Coalition. I'm the lead designer for Gears of War Ultimate Edition, the remastered and modernized version of Gears of War 1. So the first Gears of War at its best. So everything has been up-resed. There's new VFX, new lighting. Everything art-wise has been up-resed. There's 7.1 Dolby surround. So that's just the start of it. And then we have tons of new features as well. So from Gears of War 3, we grabbed Team Deathmatch, which is a really, really popular game mode. And we also have King of the Hill with Gears 3 rules. And then we've done a bunch of small tweaks to gameplay just to bring it up to like a modern version, because at the end of the day, the original Gears of War came out 9 years ago, so almost a decade ago. And so we're just trying to make sure that what we have now is kind of taking what the Gears games have evolved with over the last 2 or 3 games. In terms of the gameplay, it's more about like taking the small tweaks. So at its core, it's still fundamentally Gears of War 1, but things like, for example, my go-to example is just like in the original game, if you went to pick up a weapon, you had to press the X button after the X button showed up on screen, whereas now you can obviously press it before you get into the context-sensitive zone and just pick it up. That's part of it. Other small things is you're not invulnerable anymore while you're doing the chainsawing, because that just felt not really fair. We've added other stuff from Gears 3, like the enemy spotting, so you can help your teammates by spotting the enemies that are out there. And the TACCOM shows you power weapons on the map, stuff like that. So it's a remastered and modernized experience. So a lot of the exploits, like the backpacking, kung fu flip, skydiving, those exploits are gone. And cover movement around cover is a lot more smooth than it used to be, but at the core it's still Gears of War 1. I think the biggest challenge was probably making sure that we could still do this up-res and remastered and modernized experience while still running at a glorious 60 frames per second multiplayer. So it's 1080p, 60 frames per second. So doing that while still making it look as good as it does. So we took the leveling up system from Gears of War 3, so all the XP and all the ranks there. And what's really cool is when you buy the game and first start playing, all the original characters are there from Gears of War 1. But as you level up, you'll unlock 17 characters from Gears of War 3 that we just brought into the game. It's built from the ground up, so like all the assets in the game on the Blu-ray are the newer ones, so we prioritized other stuff. So one other additional thing I wanted to talk about was the fact that we have LAN support. So for tournament organizers, that's really cool. So it's LAN and with Spectre slots, so it makes it easier to broadcast tournaments and stuff like that. It's all dedicated servers, whether or not you're playing a match-based playlist or you're playing a private match, you can still do that on dedicated servers. Go Canucks Go! And play Gears of War Ultimate Edition.